Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the next community day, which is going to be Delphox, and it's going to be learning, what do you think? You guessed it, Blast Burn. Is it going to be good? We'll go over that. Now it's also going to be learning another move here, which we're going to be going over, Mystical Fire, which is going to actually have a little bit of a debuff going on, so we'll take a look at that. But if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. This is looking kind of like you're gonna maybe not have to go too hard on it, because after doing all of the numbers, taking a look at where it lies in PvP for all of the categories, as well as its usability for raids, and investing all the Stardust compared to other Pokemon that you could invest in that are going to be easily outperforming it without any sort of community day move, it's looking like you don't really need to go too hard on this. But I'm not trying to downplay the whole thing, because it is going to be a new shiny, and it does look pretty awesome. Kind of has like that smoky color going on for it. Again, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. I wanted to sit over here so you can see Athena, but she's curled up in a little ball, cozy here. Huh, baby girl? You cozy, girl? Yeah, she's being a little sweetheart. Just took my son to school. So I'm going to bounce over here, because she's not going to really be seen too much there, and we're gonna take a look at some images of what we got going on here. So let's go ahead and go over this. Now, yes, I looked real tired last night in my video, didn't I? Oh yeah, I was real tired. All right, so let's go ahead and go over this, folks. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. This is going to be going down Sunday, May 21st from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. Featured Pokemon is going to be Finnegan, you guessed it, and you may have a chance for it to be shiny, and this is going to be a new shiny being introduced into Pokemon Go. So yeah, you want to get some. Now, people are telling me, for like, I hear it all the time, and I'm just bringing it up. I'm not, saying anything against them. But they say they play the community day, and they don't get a single shiny, specifically the last one, Swinub. Are you all playing like the full event? Or are you playing for like 20 minutes and stopping? I'm not saying they say that they play the full event. I just can't fathom playing an entire event and not encountering at least one or two shinies. That's insane. You either are probably living in a place where there's not that many spawns, or your odds are just not very good. Okay, so going over this, featured attack is going to be Blast Burn. Okay, so they're gonna give it the Blaziken treatment. So Blaziken, when it did get its community day, it was going to be able to learn Blast Burn, and then it was learning a new move called Blaze Kick. Right, it's the only Pokemon in the game that can learn that right now. So you didn't have to evolve it to get that Blaze Kick move. It was just introduced at the time of the community day. So essentially, 4 days later, you can evolve a Blaziken and you would get that move, or you could use not Elite TM, just a regular TM to get it. So what we're going to be seeing happening is, of course, the Blast Burn, right? We already know the damage, 110 for, okay, Blast Burn, right? We already know, it's been out for years. Okay, Mystical Fire, that's the new move. It's going to be power of 60, and it decreases your opponent's attack. And it says, and it decreases. It doesn't say, and it has a chance. It's going to decrease your opponent's attack, guaranteed. Gyms and raids, 60 power. So it's not looking like it's some sort of a powerhouse type of a move, but more so of a debuff type of move that you're going to be guaranteed to lower your opponent's attack every single time, which is going to be cool, I guess. But again, I didn't go over the numbers for Mystical Fire. What I did was I actually used Flame Charge, Psychic, and then Flame Charge, Blast Burn in combination with itself to see which going to be better. It's looking like Flame Charge, Blast Burn. Psychic's not really doing much for it, but it is very circumstantial. So we are going to be getting, of course, a special ticket where $1, it's always worth it. Okay, it's always worth purchasing that. But as far as Mystical Fire, I can't get too much more in depth with it, because we do not know what the energy requirement, or the cooldown time of using this move. Well, it doesn't matter the cooldown time in PvP, right? And you're not using this for raids. So we'll just have to see what the energy is like and how much that's going to help it out. I don't think it's going to be interesting, but it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, check this sweep. I just sweeped so many teams with this, right? Bonuses are going to be 3 times Stardust for catching. So it looks like we were actually, I did not know that. Okay, I thought it was candy. Hopefully this is not an error, and this is real, because if it is 3 times Stardust a freaking again for catching, then yeah, we're gonna have to go hard on this. Woo, let's go. They're really trying to give out that Stardust. They're like, please play. Okay, yeah, good. Keep the dust coming. ×2 candy for catching Pokemon. ×2 candy for level 31 and trainers it up to receive XL candies, right? The usual stuff. 3-hour lures and incense. Take a snapshot. 50% reduction in special trades for Stardust, and then an additional special trade as well. And then you're gonna see those bonus raids afterwards, which Braxton's going to be in those raids. And, I don't even participate in those because they made it so you have to have somebody there. What's your obsession, Niantic? What if there's all these people around the world in rural places or in places where there's not that many people playing that can't do these unless they're able to solo them? They've got the power. They've got invested Pokemon. They've got strong stuff. It's not like they, got little dinky Pokemon. They're just that close to being able to solo it, but you want us to go and freaking meet up with people all the time when there's not always people in our area, or maybe people just don't want to be around other people and they just want to beat it themselves. So I opt out of those. Okay, I'm good on all that because, well, it's not that I don't want to go see people, but I want to solo it. And I just played several hours catching this damn thing. I don't need any more. So what we're going to do for this is probably give you a little tip, okay? What you're going to want to do is this shadow form is not out yet for this, right? But you maybe want to get enough candies, potentially max out one of these, or maybe power up a shadow one when it is introduced, so you have that ready to go. Because as of now, its fully evolved form with Blast Burn is really doing not much at all. I mean, it's really not. It's not really good for raids. It's not really good for PvP. It can do stuff. We've used it before, and don't get it twisted, because in special cups, I'm sure it's going to be able to be performing well and do stuff, right? So fire and psychic. So whatever that's going to help it do in the future, we'll have to see. But they also added this like little feature that shows you where the best place could be to potentially play in your area, and I'll have it up on screen here. And they've got it downtown at the park strip, which is a good. Well, no, it's not quite downtown, but they do have it at a good place to play. So that's a nice little feature I like to see there, because say I was in a state that I had no idea where I was, all right? I wasn't with anybody. I was visiting family or friends or something like that, and nobody was really hardcore into it. And if we did get a community day and this little map popped up here and it was like, oh, look, this is how it seems like a pretty good place. Based upon this, I would hope that it's going to be directing me to another decent place in that area. So this is a nice little feature. I'm not trying to praise Niantic for all this stuff, but, when they have a little something, you got to give them a little credit, okay? So that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what it's going to be doing. I'm just going to leave it up on the side here so you can see. But essentially, it's not looking hot at all. It's really not looking too good at all. So as far as this community day is concerned, I said you may want not to go too hard, but that was before I saw that the Stardust was the bonus. Let's hope that's not a glitch, because that seems weird for them to do 2 back to back, right? We never really see that, but we'll have to see. Well, who knows what they're actually going to implement, but it's going to be on the 21st. So definitely want to go hard for that Stardust. But again, as far as the moves are concerned, but if you're a shiny collector and you like this shiny, well, now's your time to potentially go and get that Shundo, because it's actually a very good looking shiny for the game here. But there you have it, folks. Just wanted to bring you that. It's pretty good stuff. And when it comes down to these community days where the Pokemon's moves, and I'll just keep it up on the side here so you can see, pretty self-explanatory, but essentially what I was doing was just kind of crunching the numbers, and it's got about somewhere between a 19 and 28% win rate. It's not really good, really good at all, especially when you're stuck with all fire moves, and you're squishy. So there's really no need for you to max one of these out. But again, you could. Alright, so my camera just cut out there. Oh, great. I guess I was talking too much. But hey, there you have it. It's looking pretty interesting. Okay, it's 3 times Stardust. Go ahead and catch that stuff. As far as the moves, looking pretty interesting. That magical fire is that what it is called? Hold on. Let me correct myself here. Mystical fire. Mystical fire. guaranteed to drop your opponent's attack. Okay, we'll see how that goes. But hey, if you haven't checked out my last video, you may want to go check it out. I'm just kind of in a kind of slightly incoherent, sleepy mode, talking about how Niantic's game is going down the toilet, and the numbers are starting to prove it. We didn't get official numbers yet, and I know I want to see their quarterly earnings for the transition from, you know, reducing the remote raids that we're able to do per day, as well as increasing the prices. I'm sure it's gonna be a good old time when we see those numbers, because there's no way it's going up. It's only gonna go down. So therefore proving all of our points, as we already knew. But anyways, if you did enjoy my video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and oh, she's still curled up like that, little sweet baby. Just wanna put her over here and just relax and take a nap or something. Alright folks, it's a beautiful day. It's like sunny and cloudy. It's kind of like that spicy, sweet and sour feeling going on. It's really crazy out there, but like half the sky is clear, and then you look over here and it looks like we're going over the elephant graveyard in The Lion King. Alright, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.